Hi everyone, for today's book review we're going to be checking out Serving on the Big Ships, Life on the Liners by William H. Miller. You may be familiar with Miller. He has been writing books about ocean liners and cruise ships for decades now, and in fact his nickname is Mr. Ocean Liner. This book focuses exclusively on the memories and the reminiscences of crew members who served on a staggering number of ships across both the age of the liners and the dawn of the cruise ships. And what I love about this book is that it does not just focus on the Cunard line, or indeed the North Atlantic run, but rather focuses on a broad spectrum of vessels and companies and lines and eras. Among some of the shipping companies included in this are crew members from, of course, Cunard. You have Blue Star Line, you've got Blue Funnel Line, you've got the CP, Canadian Pacific, you have Anchor Line, Furnace Bermuda, Furnace Withy, P&O, Orient Lines, Anchor Lines. Beyond that, you also have Lauro Lines, you've got Costa Cruises, you've got the United States Lines. You even have early Norwegian cruise lines with their Norway. There's a broad spectrum of personalities, peoples, eras, types of ships, and experiences. You have reminiscences of crew members who were on the Coronia, which is the subject of the front cover of this book, which represents a very ultra-traditional way of cruising in the most old-fashioned style you can imagine. Then you have, of course, those who were stewards for passengers doing migrant runs to Australia and the different experiences with those passengers. There's the reminiscences of crew members struggling to get their ships up and ready so they can begin cruising and earn money and, of course, get paid. It is written beautifully. The voices and the emotions and the personalities of the crew members do come out in their reminiscences. Some of them are longer than others, but the format is generally the same. There will be a page dedicated to the actual memories and the stories of the crew members, talking about the particular defining moments that are within this chapter, followed by a generous spread of photos in both black and white and color. You can see some of these up here. Unfortunately, this book is let down by the quality of the images that are reproduced. For a major publisher, you would expect that the photos would be reproduced in exquisite, crisp clarity. Some of these images are reproduced very well. However, there are many images that have been unnecessarily reformatted and compressed or just badly colorized, and the effect is almost of a watercolor painting. An example of which is up here on page 49, where the two vessels are just, the detail is completely lost. This is unacceptable for a major publisher, and I would seriously consider what they do with quality control. This would never have passed muster if somebody had looked at it and gone, that photo looks terrible. And it is sad because the photos are, in their original state, beautiful. There's a wide variety of images and ships, and there's a good selection of both color and black and white. And had they been reproduced with maximum clarity and quality, then this book would have been elevated to another level. Unfortunately, as a result, the quality of these images really bring the book down, and it is an absolute shame that this has been done to this book, because the text is wonderful. There's so many great accounts within this book, and again, as I've said before, it opens beyond the North Atlantic, so you can read about the experiences of crew members on so many other ships across the other oceans and vessels and companies that served all around the world. Don't let the photos and the horrendous unacceptable quality deter you. If you are interested in reading accounts of crew members across a wide spectrum of vessels and eras, this is still a great book to read. You're just going to have to ignore the horrendous quality of some of these images. Some are reproduced perfectly. However, as I've said, as you flick through the pages, you will see that some have been just badly formatted. This is an issue with the template before the book had gone to printing. Photos have either been incorrectly sized or just overcompressed to fit into this template, and as a result, the quality has suffered and they have not been properly resized, and the quality certainly has not been preserved. So while the content of this book is a 4 captain's hats, the quality of the photos is barely 1 captain's hat. So just bear that in mind. Grab this book for the accounts and for the interesting stories and anecdotes and reminiscences within it, and just close your eyes to the terrible photos, or feel free to send an angry letter to the publisher so that they don't do this again. So there you have it. Serving on the big ships, life on the liners.